Welcome to the story of the sparkle in the storm. High above the twinkling stars, Cosmo the Comet zipped joyfully through space, his sparkles trailing behind like a rainbow of stardust. He was smaller than the others in his comet family, but the brightest of them all. One night, during a spectacular meteor shower, the sky filled with shooting stars. Comets zigged and zagged in every direction. Cosmo tried to count how many comets were flying past. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13. But before he reached 15, a bright flash split the sky. Whoosh! A swirl of light pulled Cosmo away from his family. When the storm passed, the silence was huge. The sky was still, and Cosmo was alone. Cosmo floated into a galaxy that spun like a giant pinwheel. The stars here shimmered in spiral patterns, and planets danced in neat circles. Cosmo tried to retrace his steps. If I flew 5 star clusters to the left and 3 behind, maybe I can subtract and turn around. But everything looked new. Just then, a soft voice called out, "Hello, little comet." It was Nova, a glowing star with golden rays. "I'm lost," Cosmo whispered, his sparkles dimming. Nova twinkled gently. "Sometimes, being lost helps you find your light. We just have to keep shining." Cosmo took a deep breath. His sparkles brightened a little. Cosmo drifted into a colorful cloud of gas and dust. The nebula garden. It glowed with purples, blues, and greens, swirling like a painting. Shapes danced inside. Cosmo saw a heart, a swirl, and even a triangle. 3 sides, he said proudly. "That's a triangle." As he admired the shapes, he heard giggling. A breeze tickled his tail. "Who's there?" A swirl of wind zipped past. "I'm Zephyr, the solar wind. Want to race?" They zipped through loops and spirals. Cosmo laughed for the first time since the storm. "You're fast," Zephyr said. "But you didn't give up when the winds got tricky. That's real power." Cosmo's sparkles shimmered pink with joy. Cosmo found himself circling a giant planet with golden rings. Orbit. Orbit turned slowly and spoke in a deep, kind voice. "You've come far, young comet." Cosmo spun around him. "But I still don't know where to go." Orbit smiled. "Let's solve it together. You've traveled 7 star clusters, then 2 more. How many is that?" Cosmo counted on his sparkles. 7 plus 2 is 9. Correct. Every answer lights the way. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Cosmo followed it, feeling braver. Cosmo followed it, feeling braver. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Cosmo followed it, feeling braver. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. "Feel braver," Orbit smiled. "Let's solve it together." Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Orbit's rings glowed and pointed to a nearby star path. Suddenly, everything darkened. Space became quiet and cold as Cosmo neared a mysterious black hole. Its gravity tugged at him gently. "Come closer," it hummed. Cosmo felt scared but curious. "Why are you so quiet?" "I pull everything in," the black hole replied. "But I hold secrets too. Look inside yourself." Cosmo remembered Nova's words. "Keep shining." He closed his eyes and focused on his inner light. Slowly, his sparkles brightened, pushing the pull away. The black hole whispered with awe. "Even the smallest comet carries great strength." Ah. Far ahead, Cosmo found a smooth, round moon made of crystal. It reflected his light like a mirror. He saw himself, small, sparkling, and strong. He also saw paths he'd traveled, the galaxy, the nebula, orbit, and even the black hole. "I've come so far," Cosmo murmured. "I've learned so much." The moon shimmered and showed glowing lines connecting the places he'd been. "Like connecting stars to make constellations," he exclaimed. "Each place was a point on my map, and just like that." Cosmo realized something amazing. Cosmo traced the glowing path with his tail. I didn't need a map. I was making one all along. He remembered adding and subtracting, reading patterns, and listening to his friends. I just have to believe in my sparkle, he said. With newfound confidence, he zoomed forward, following the glowing trail only he could see. The space around him began to feel familiar. The stars twinkled like old friends. Ahead, he heard laughter and saw tales of sparkles. His family. "Cosmo!" they cried, racing toward him. "You followed your light," his mother said. "You made it home," added his cousin, who counted comets. "You were number 14. Cosmo smiled. "I went through 9 star clusters, 3 wind loops, and 1 black hole. I added, I subtracted, I sparkled." And everyone agreed. Cosmo wasn't just a small comet anymore. He was a bright one. Transformer, a bright one. That night, Cosmo looked up at the sky and saw stars forming a new constellation. It looked just like him, a small comet with a trail of sparkles. The galaxy had marked his journey. Orbit's voice echoed. Every celestial body has a place in the cosmic dance. And Cosmo twinkled in agreement. Cosmo joined his family as they soared through space together in spirals and loops. They solved star puzzles and counted moons. 5 red moons plus 2 blue ones equals 7, Cosmo said proudly. He taught the younger comets how to find shapes in the stars and how to believe in their own sparkle. He was no longer just a follower. He was a leader in the cosmic dance. Before bedtime, Cosmo drifted near Nova, Orbit, and Zephyr. "Thank you," he whispered. "You helped me find my way." Nova glowed warmly. "You always had the light inside?" Orbit nodded. "You solved problems with your heart and your head." Zephyr giggled. "And you zoomed like a star." Cosmo sparkled deeply. "I'll help others shine too." As the universe quieted, Cosmo curled into a comet cloud, his sparkles glowing gently. Stars blinked slowly, planets hummed lullabies, and wind whispered sweet dreams. He closed his eyes, knowing that no matter how big the universe was, he had a place in it. And in the silence of space, Cosmo dreamed of new journeys, brighter sparkles, and constellations yet to be made. Good night, little comet. Keep shining. The end.